as the ANC prepares to celebrate its 111th anniversary. For residents of Botshabelo, there's little to celebrate. Many say they still have to live with the bucket system for toilets almost 28 years after the ANC assumed power from the transition government after the apartheid government. Newzroom Africa's politics editor Lukhanyo Calata joins us now live from Botshabelo. Lukhanyo, we've been hearing a lot about ambitions that the ANC has around various themes on policy, changes that it promises and plans to make. What's the reality on the ground where you are now?
Aaron, good afternoon. The reality on the ground is so very different and so very far, I think, from all of the lofty ambitions and all of the lofty promises that the African National Congress seems to be making this weekend and also over the last 28 years of its governance. You correctly pointed out that we are in Botshabelo, which is a township, basically, that's about 55 kilometers. If you drive to my left, you are about 55 kilometers from Bloemfontein. If you drive to my right, you're about 74 kilometers from Maseru in Lesotho. So if you drive down this road, Aaron, about 500 meters, in fact, from where I am, you'll find the home where ANC SG Fikile Mbalula grew up. But behind me, there's a house, a RDP house, that was given to this family, Aaron, in 2020. But I want to show you something very, very interesting about this house. So, like I said, 2020, it was handed over to this family of the Nkudu family. They had applied for it in 1996 already. So when you're driving down the street, you know, it looks like a proper house, RDP home, and everything works properly. You drive down, you see, quite interestingly, Aaron, the plumbing that is set up for a flushing toilet and a working bathroom inside. From the outside, Aaron, it looks as if everything is okay. This where I'm standing on now, right? This is where I'm standing on now. And you can see down here, this is the foundation of this house. Now, handed over to the family in just 2020, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk you inside, because now that you've seen the plumbing for the bathroom, it looks as if everything is okay, right? I just make sure that Uluyanda doesn't fall over. So now I've managed to speak to this family before, and they've allowed us the opportunity to come into the house to be able to show you. Now we're in the bathroom, Aaron. This is the bathroom, right? Not being used for its intended purpose. I'm going to try now to just quickly show you that when you open the tap, there's a trickle, but then it's out. There's no water that's coming in from the taps. As you can see, obviously, the bathtub is not being used for its intended purpose. This is just one house, and this one was delivered in 2020 to this family here. We're going to go. This is the kitchen. Again, no water coming out. No water. I'm going to open up here. This is the plumbing, but again, the plumbing really doesn't lead anywhere as well, right? So, obviously, something big happened here. This house was signed off by whoever it was that signed it off, and it was handed over to this family to come and live in this house. But, Aaron, unfortunately, nothing has happened here, right? So, instead, what the family has to use, Aaron, is this bucket toilet. Unfortunately, obviously, it's locked at the moment, so we can't really go in and show you. But this is what the family is forced to use while there is plumbing for a bathroom and a proper flushing toilet inside. Now, Aaron, what I'd like to do now is I'd like to bring in some of the community activists in the area, particularly a lady that goes by the name of Uthandiwe Chaga. She is an activist that deals with health-related matters in this community. Firstly, thank you so much for agreeing to talk to us. We've looked at it and we see that it's not fit. Please talk to us about some of the health issues that you find in Botshabelo.
Thank you for having me. Thanks in Botshabelo, Mona. It's just we are struggling a lot because most of people are suffering with TB and these toilets are not healthy at all because we can't share a toilet with kids and people who are sick because most of people they dump kids in the toilet. Most of the toilets were found when they are pulling it. They found kids inside. So,
all right, Susie, thank you so very much. I know that we're running out of time, Aaron, but I just quickly want to bring in another activist in the area to talk to us about, obviously, some of the problems that they're facing in Botshabelo, particularly that relate to issues of unemployment. How difficult are living conditions here, particularly when it comes to issues of employment?
Thank you, Ndate. I think the difficulty we are facing here in Botshabelo is the lack of jobs. Because here in Botshabelo, we have factories, but they are not working. We have about 26 factories, but only 3 are working. So now it's a challenge to us. That is why we as the unemployed, we are asking the government for the implementation of basic income grant so that the dignity can be to our people. When we are not working, we don't have a dignity. Yes, in that.
Wow, thank you very much. So, Aaron, there you have it, dignity on 2 fronts. Dignity to be able to, when you need to go to the toilet, relieve yourself, be able to have a flushing toilet, but also dignity in the sense of the youth in this area having some form of means to look after themselves as there are no employment opportunities in this area. And there you heard it, them asking for the introduction and the implementation of the basic income grant. Aaron, that's it from us for the time being in Botshabelo.
Quite a contrast there to see you on the ground after hearing those policy briefings from leadership of the ANC. That's our politics editor, Lukhanyo Calata.